Hi, ma. Good morning, everyone. So today our topic is magnetic dipole. Okay. In previous class we were discussing the current carrying conductor and current carrying coil. Okay. So in this today we are discussing the what is meant by magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole is nothing a current carrying conductor. Okay. In current carrying conductor we have like this, and straight current carrying conductor is like this. Okay. These are two poles. These two poles are south and north poles. So that's why we are calling every current carrying loop is a dipole. Okay, every current carrying loop is a dipole. It has two poles, south pole and north pole. Every current carrying conductor is a dipole. It is having two poles, south pole S and north pole N. So this is similar to a bar magnet. Magnet having two poles. Everyone knows that magnetic having two poles, south pole and north pole. Similarly, the current carrying conductor also having the two poles. One is south pole and another one is north pole. So this is similar to a bar magnet. Each magnetic dipole has some magnetic momentum. Okay, every magnetic dipole is having magnetic momentum. That is nothing but a capital M. So the magnitude of capital M is modulus M equal to NIA. Okay, that is the magnetic dipole momentum magnitude. Okay, magnetic dipole is mentioned with capital M and its magnitude can be mentioned with modulus M equal to NIA. N is nothing but a number of turns in the loop. I is the current in the loop. Okay. And A is the area of the cross section of the loop. Okay. Next, in previous class we are discussing the current flowing in clockwise direction we are observing at the face of the conductor. So in clockwise direction, that is the south pole, in anti-clockwise direction, that is the north pole. Similarly, in this also the current carrying loop behaves as a small dipole. Cheppindi ade kadamma, the every current carrying conductor is a dipole. Okay. So it having two poles. So the current carrying loop behaves as a small magnetic dipole placed along the axis. One face of the loop behaves as north pole while the other face of the loop behaves as a south pole. Observe the diagram. This is the clockwise direction. So this is the south pole and the current flowing in anti-clockwise direction, that is the north pole. Okay, this is the magnetic dipole. What is meant by magnetic dipole? Magnetic dipole is nothing but every current carrying conductor is a dipole and it having two poles. One is dipole, monopole, tripole, ila antam. Dipole ante two poles unnavi dipoles. Monopole ante only single pole unnadi monopole antam. Okay, tripole ante we having three poles. Okay, dipole, di means two. Okay, it having two poles, one is south pole and another one is the north pole, and it having some magnetic momentum. The magnetic momentum is mentioned with capital M. So the magnitude of the dipole momentum is modulus M equal to capital N into I into A. Capital N is nothing but a number of turns in the loop and I is the current in the loop and A is the area of cross section of the loop. This is the magnetic dipole momentum formula. Okay. Mod M equal to NIA, and we are considering a loop in one phase, that is north pole, or other phase is south pole. So either one is south pole or north pole we can mention by motion of the current direction. Okay, the current moving in clockwise direction, that pole is the south pole. The current flows in anti-clockwise direction, that is the north pole. Okay, everybody knows that. So inside the magnet the lines travels from north to south, but outside the magnet the magnetic lines of force travel from south to north. Everyone knows that. So this is our magnetic dipole, and next we are discussing the next topic. And the next topic is force acting on a charged particle moving in a uniform magnetic field. Okay, force acting on a charged particle moving in a uniform magnetic field. Its formula is F equal to Q into V cross B. Okay, so it look like a V cross B means A cross B sin theta. So that's why the modulus F will be equal to BQV. That means AB sin theta. So BQV sin theta. Okay. So modulus F equal to BQV sin theta, where B is the magnetic field intensity and Q is the charge on particle. B is the magnetic field intensity, B is the magnetic field, Q is the charge on a particle, and V is the speed of the particle. Moving charge particle annam kadamma, అందుకే speed of the particle, and theta is the angle between magnetic field and the direction of the motion. Okay, direction of the motion ki magnetic field ki madhya ఉన్న angle is the theta. So observe here, this is the theta angle. So this is the magnetic field direction, and this is the magnetic field direction and the direction of motion ki, this is the direction of motion. So this is the magnetic field, this is the angle theta. Okay, so F equal to Q into V cross B is our magnetic force. So this force is perpendicular to B as well as V. Okay, so the magnetic force F is perpendicular to B and V also. B means magnetic field intensity and speed of the particle. So its direction can be obtained by Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule అని ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. థంబ్ ఏ ఇండికేషన్ ఇస్తుంది, ఫోర్ ఫింగర్ ఏ ఇండికేషన్ ఇస్తుంది, మిడిల్ ఫింగర్ ఏ ఇండికేషన్ ఇస్తుంది అనేది చెప్తాను నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ అదే మనకి ఫ్లెమింగ్స్ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ రూల్. సో దిస్ ఫోర్స్ ఈజ్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు బి యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ వి అండ్ ఇట్స్ డైరెక్షన్. సో ద ఫీల్డ్ డైరెక్షన్ ఏ డైరెక్షన్లో ట్రావెల్ అవుతుందో ఈజ్ ఆప్టెన్ బై యూజింగ్ ద ఫ్లెమింగ్స్ లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ రూల్. So magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor, magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field is given by, the magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field is given by F equal to L into I cross B. Observe cheyandamma, this is the current direction, this is the field, and this is the angle made by direction and the length, and this is the length L. Okay, so the force F equal to L into I cross B. From this we can write F equal to I cross B. A cross B means AB sin theta. So for this we can write BIL sin theta. F equal to BIL sin theta. This is the force acting on a charged particle moving in a uniform magnetic field. F equal to Q into V cross B. Modulus F, magnitude can be equal to modulus F equal to BQV sin theta. In this, B is the magnetic field intensity, V is the speed of the particle, and Q is the charge on particle, theta is the angle between the magnetic field and the direction of motion. Okay, so this force is perpendicular to both field, magnetic field B and speed V. So it can be measured by using this direction can be obtained by using the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so magnetic force acting on a current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field is given by F equal to current carrying conductor. It means I am having length L. So this is a current carrying conductor and having length L. This is the angle theta made with the magnetic field and the direction of the motion. Okay, so from this we can write F equal to L into I cross B. From that F equal to IBL or BIL sin theta. Okay, this is the magnetic force acting on a. Next topic is the Fleming's left hand rule. And our next topic is Fleming's left hand rule. What is meant by Fleming's left hand rule? Observe here, this is our left hand direction, this is our thumb, this is the forefinger, and this is the central finger. Okay, so these three are perpendicular to each other. Observe here, x axis, y axis, and z axis. These three are looks like a perpendicular to each other. This is the thumb. Thumb indicates the direction of force, and this is the central finger indicates the B. That means B is the magnetic field direction, and this is the forefinger. Forefinger indicates the direction of flow of charge. Okay, this is the Fleming's left hand rule. Observe here, thumb, forefinger, central finger. These three are perpendicular to each other. We are using left hand, not right hand. Okay, we are using left hand. Observe the Fleming's left hand rule. Thumb finger, forefinger, central finger. Okay, so in this is the thumb. Thumb indicates the force. This is the forefinger. Thumb, forefinger. Forefinger indicates the field, and this is the central finger. Central finger indicates the motion of the direction of the particle, charge direction. Okay, so observe here, If we stretch the thumb, the forefinger and the central finger of left hand in such a way that the forefinger and the central finger of left hand in such a way that all are three are perpendicular to each other. Observe here. Observe here. These three are looks like a perpendicular to each other. Okay, నా toes నా fingers ని ఇరక్కొట్టుకోలేను కానండి. అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఇవి మూడు ఎలా ఉంటాయి అంటే మనకి పర్పెండిక్యులర్గా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే దీన్ని స్ట్రెచ్ చేసాం అనుకోండమ్మా. These three are x, y, z axis. X, y, z axis. Okay, looks like perpendicular to each other. So then if forefinger represents this is the forefinger represents the direction of magnetic field. This is the forefinger. Observe here. Thumb, forefinger and central finger. This is the central finger. Okay. So the forefinger indicates the direction of the field, magnetic field. This is the direction of the magnetic field. Observe here. ఇవన్నీ నేను పట్టుకోలేకపోతున్నా. అబ్జర్వ్ హియర్. థంబ్, ఫోర్ ఫింగర్ అండ్ సెంట్రల్ ఫింగర్. సో ద ఫోర్ ఫింగర్ ఇండికేట్స్ ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫీల్డ్. The central finger indicates the direction of the current flowing through the conductor. This is the central finger. Central finger indicates the direction of the current flowing through the conductor, and the thumb represents the direction of the magnetic force. This is the thumb represents the direction of the magnetic force. Okay, this is the Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, next one is the Lorentz force. Lorentz force is very simple. Formula chala important. F equal to Q into E plus V cross B. What is meant by Lorentz force? Lorentz force, the total force experienced by a charge. Okay, the total force experienced by a charge moving inside the charge experiences total force when the charge moving inside the electric field or magnetic field. Electric field and magnetic field is called the Lorentz force. That means when a charge experienced total force in electromagnetic field, EM force. Okay, that is nothing but a Lorentz force. Okay, its formula is F equal to E into Q into E plus V cross B. Here V is the speed, B is the magnetic field, E is the electric field and Q is the charge. Okay, so Lorentz force is nothing but the total force experienced by a charge moving inside the electric and magnetic fields is called the Lorentz force. That means the charge experiences EM force. Electromagnetic force is nothing but a Lorentz force. Its formula F equal to Q into E plus V cross B. Formula chala important amma. So once I will explain it. Fleming's left hand rule means we are taking Fleming left hand rule. Thumb represents the force. B, forefinger represents the B. B means magnetic field and central finger represents the direction of the motion of the charge. Okay, so these three are observing, these three are perpendicular to each other. This is the Fleming's left hand rule. Lorentz force means when a charge experiences total force which is moving inside the electric and magnetic field is called the Lorentz force, and its formula F equal to Q into E plus V cross B. Okay, this is our today's class, and next class we will discuss the remaining topics. Okay, thank you.